Hi there. I'm currently sick, and this kind of gave me an idea about a video that would be helpful to everyone. And while I'm not sick from what I'm about to talk about, I think it's still relevant considering I think a good majority of us that go to conventions have been through this or will go through it because it's pretty universal. What I'm talking about is the con flu, as it's called, and of course this doesn't necessarily mean that you will get the flu at a con. I mean, you could get anything, like what I have, a cold, or any other kind of virus that you could get at a con. And from my experience, which is roughly 7 years, gonna be 8 years next year, that I will have gone to conventions. So it's been quite a while, and I've learned a lot about how to protect yourself, I guess you could say, when it comes to conventions, and trying not to get sick, because there is not a convention on the planet where there won't be a handful of people that, you know, are sick. That there will be sick people at the convention. That's just a matter of life, because, you know, as anime fans and convention goers, we go even if we shouldn't. That's just how we are, because we love going to conventions, we love cosplaying, we just love seeing all of our friends and all that good stuff. It's a great experience, and I understand that, but, you know, sometimes people shouldn't go. Just postpone going until the next year, or there are lots of conventions. I mean, I know some states and countries don't have as many conventions as, say, where I live. I live in California, and literally anime conventions are everywhere. A brand spanking new one just came out, and it's debuting next year, I believe, in some time, and that's it's gonna be in Anaheim again, and I cringe at the thought of being around Anaheim, because, you know, it's Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm, and it's really busy, and I hate parking around there in the hotels, and it's miserable. But anyway, but yeah, anyway, from all my experiences at the conventions that I've been to, and getting sick from lots of them, and I've had lots of friends get sick as well, you have to try your best to defend yourself against getting sick. And that's not always easy, and it's not a guarantee that you won't get sick. But it's good to arm yourself, you know, because honestly, it could be worse. You know, if you come away from a con and, you know, have what I have, like a small cold, and lots of other people walk away with the flu, you know, you have it lucky, and you probably have a very good immune system. Whereas mine isn't the best, so I have to take a lot of precautions. So, and that generally means doubling up on vitamin C, taking echinacea, let's see, drink lots of water, tea, coffee. You know, tea and coffee, they have antioxidants in them, and things that boost up your immune system. Let's see. Oh gosh. Oh, lots of hand sanitizer. Lots of hand sanitizer. Make sure you wash your hands and sanitize a lot, because you will be touching a lot of things that other people have touched. Let's see. What else? gosh, anything you can think of that'll boost your immune system, just take it. I mean, that's generally my whole thing. I mean, I shove supplements and vitamins and minerals down my throat every single day. So I try my best to arm myself as much as possible, and that's probably why I've gotten off really easy so far this year, because a lot of people have already started getting the flu and it's just been bad all around. But here I am with a simple cold with not a lot of symptoms. All I have is a sore throat, stuffy runny nose, and just an all over, just sick feeling. But it could have been worse. Full-blown cold has you down. I mean, I've been exhausted today and I've not wanted to get up and go anywhere, but I have, because I gotta. But, let's see. Just make sure you take your vitamins, like B vitamins, vitamin D. I mean, this is just general health, I guess, but I mean, when you go to a convention, you're going to be surrounded by all types of, just viruses, bugs, things like that. It's really easy to get sick at a convention, which is why it has a name. It has a dubbed name specifically for conventions, because it happens. I mean, I've gotten out of conventions without getting sick, whereas my friends did get sick. So it's just a matter of boosting your immune system as much as you possibly can and try your best to avoid sick people as much as possible. I know that that's really, really hard, especially for the big conventions like Anime Expo and Comic-Con. You're pretty much walking like a fucking penguin the whole time. This is especially true for Comic-Con. You are just a fucking penguin the whole time, just walking super slow down the aisles because it's that fucking crowded. But I like it. I've been to Comic-Con a couple of times and it's fun. It just is. It's an experience, and I'm a huge fan of the con scene. So, but yeah, just try to keep a bottle of hand sanitizer with you. Just harm yourself. Seriously, as much as possible. Take the recommended dosage of echinacea and vitamin C. Take at least 500 to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day when you go to a convention, just to give your immune system that extra boost. And yeah, drink lots and lots of water. Don't dehydrate yourself, because that weakens your immune system and you will get sick. And also rest. Get lots and lots and lots and lots of rest, because if you don't get the recommended between 6.5 to 8 hours of sleep a night, your immune system is going to suffer and you probably will get sick. And that's probably why I got sick. It's because I do not have a very healthy sleep schedule, and my body suffers for it. So, but like I said, I got off really easy, and I'm sure as hell, once I'm done being sick with this cold, I'm going to get the flu shot, or that new, it's really cool. It's a flu, it's a flu spray. They stick it up your nose and they spray it, in both nostrils. That's it, but you have to qualify for it. You have to be between a certain age and whatever, but I hope I still qualify. Because the flu shot sucks. It hurts for days and days after. But I mean, it's worth it, honestly. I mean, a little bit of, discomfort for, being guarded against, all known types of flu. It's worth it. It really is. So yeah, get yourself immunized. Make sure that's also one thing. When a con is coming up and the cold and flu season have come and flu shots are available, get them. This usually happens around winter, the fall winter seasons, or when school is in. that's when the flu shots come in, and get yours. Seriously, I cannot stress this enough, because you do not want to be sick with the flu. I'm sure you all know this, but seriously, the flu is awful. The flu is terrible. I haven't had the flu in the longest time. But the last flu I had was a stomach flu. That was a 24-hour stomach flu, and it was a nightmare. My stomach just felt like it was being squeezed to death for like the longest time, and nothing I could do helped it. It was just a constant pain and agony for 24 hours. Oh god, it was terrible. So, you just don't want the flu. Especially the flu where you're vomiting and you're hallucinating because of that high fever, and oh, you don't want that. You really don't. I'd rather get 1,000 colds than one flu. It's fucking terrible. So let's see how much time I've spent talking about this. Oh my god, okay, I'm done. I'm done. You guys, I've given you what you need, so just please immunize yourselves. Take the vitamin C with you. Take echinacea with you. Get a little Ziploc bag, put it all in there, put some vitamins in there, tea bags. I mean, usually conventions are held where there's a Starbucks like everywhere. Then again, that's not usually common in other states, I think. California is an exception. Or SoCal. LA County is the biggest freaking exception, okay? Because I've been up north and in Central Cal, and it's harder to find a Starbucks out there. But here in LA County, like literally, you can't go like a mile down the road without running into a freaking Starbucks. And you know that old thing where the Starbucks is across from the Starbucks? That exists. And it exists here in SoCal. Because Starbucks is inside like Vons and Pavilion, which is our subsidiary's Safeway. And in those places, there will be a Starbucks inside the Vons or Pavilion, and then when you come out, there will be a Starbucks either right across the street or in the same shopping center. Why this happens, I don't know. I don't know the logic behind that. But I think John Black or some comedian did a joke about that. And I didn't quite get it until I really paid attention. Until I started working for Vons, and that's when I saw, I'm like, wait a minute, there is a Starbucks across from a fucking Starbucks. This is bullshit. So yeah, LA County is like the hub for coffee. Starbucks, specifically. Even though I tend to prefer coffee bean and tea leaf over Starbucks, but still, you know, whatever your preference. But yeah, I mean, just make sure you get in your fill of antioxidants. Anything that'll help you. And what was I gonna say? I can't remember. I'm sick. My brain is full of fuck. Okay, so I'm going to stop this right now, and I hope this video helped you. But I'll see you next video. Bye, guys.